I'm like, what are you? He goes, take a guess. I couldn't figure it out. And I said, he's going as...
Van Halen?
No, Jack, what's his name? Jack, the guy Keanu Reeves plays him. The hitman.
Oh, John Wick?
John Wick.
Wait.
He combed it a certain way.
Paul, do you have the beard?
He's doing it right now.
Do you have the suit?
He's doing it right now.
Paul, do you have the attitude? You cannot be John Wick. Hair by itself. Wouldn't you say there's like people who could carry themselves, they look like a mess, but they're like, wow, they're just stunning just because of their persona? That's
not Keanu Reeves, though. I don't find Keanu Reeves attractive whatsoever.
But his personality. Even SpongeBob got captivated with him.
SpongeBob.
Right, Aaron Michael?
Was he in a movie? I've never seen it.
It's SpongeBob, The Great Escape, which has also been postponed.
The only thing I liked, and I give thumbs up, is the Bill and Ted's new movie, the music. They did a great job in the movie. The movie did not do well because of COVID-19.
Did you blame it for COVID-19, or maybe they just took too long for the reunion?
No. A lot of people there's a lot of hype on it. It's just a lot of people didn't rent it.
Well, I think a lot of people didn't know about it. I don't think the marketing was really put out there. And I understand why, because they probably didn't think it was going to be produced.
Yeah. All right.
Same level.
All right, since it is October and we're still talking about Halloween, let's continue on. The top trending, I did that already, unhealthiest candy bars. According to a new study by Eat This, Not That. Do you know what the most unhealthiest candy bars are?
All of them.
No. There's some chocolate's actually good for you, believe it or not. Chocolate's good for you.
Sure.
It is.
It's all about balance, people. Balance.
And I don't know why these are. I wish they'd break down the nutrients of why. But number 5, Mr. Good Bar is horrible for you. Number 4, Payday.
You can look it up online.
I'll tell you this about Payday. Payday has chocolate, caramel, and everything in it. Payday. And it has so much salt in it. It is the biggest salt candy bar I've ever had in my life. Number 3, Baby Ruth.
You want a candy bar?
You do now.
Look, I got a Baby Ruth. Sir?
Let it stand up. Pardons. And now, the final crowning touch to this cake. Take a bite.
Number 2, Milky Way. And number 1, Three Musketeers. These are like the worst.
Yeah, that's chocolate. Chocolate on top of chocolate.
Oh, they're so bad for you. And so for Halloween, what is your favorite candy to have? Everybody has one.
Reese's Pieces.
Really? Ugh. Oh, come on. You know me. What's my favorite?
Reese's. Oh, the corn ones. They're nasty.
Candy corn, dude. Candy corn is like the best in the world. Nasty. And you got to shove it just underneath your teeth so it just plays the right, it's got to be shoved under your tooth so they're like, and you can taste the flavor of it. All right, in other news, the Wrap says filming on Jurassic Park Dominion. Yes, Jurassic Park Dominion is the third installment in the Jurassic World series. It's been halted because several crew members have the coronavirus. Producers resume shooting in 2 weeks. Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard are currently in England working on the production.
So this is his second huge production show. Everyone should just go to Canada and film there. That's where all the action is happening.
Canada doesn't want a lot of people there right now. So
I wonder why.
It's really hard. They don't trust people.
Look what happened to Broadway, because some communities say we have to gather. You know, there's kind of thing about World War II. And I know there's some people like, don't compare. But in World War II, in London, there were bombings.
Yeah.
People had to send their kids to God know where. Just watch the Chronicles of Narnia, if you don't believe me. And then you had to go in the subway when the whole town was bombing. All right, people are just bombing, words on social media. But really, is it that hard to put a mask? Is it that hard to keep your distance? And for those of you who are hugging without the mask, didn't you say there was a cult right up there on the park that we were just seeing? We saw about maybe 100 people.
Yeah, there was 100 people up there just standing there with no mask or anything. It's bizarre.
And then in Fort Mason, they have some of these former houses. They used to be military bases, maybe houses for the military. And wasn't there a huge house party with 20-something? Yeah, it's those millennials.
Yeah,
you hear what I'm talking about. Gorgeous physique, beautiful, selfish. Yeah, you heard me. That's not how you be a superhero. Not wearing their mask. Superheroes wear masks. Was at least 20 people eating, laughing, rubbing on each other. I mean,
I didn't see any rubbing.
Maybe I was using my imagination.
She did.
Maybe I did.
So we're at the drive-in theater at Flex. It's Flex Fort Mason, waiting for Tron to start. And I thought I'd do something about drive-ins a little bit. Did you know on June 6, 1933, the drive-in was born? Did you know this?
No. Did you know that Fort Mason opened up to nonprofit organizations in 1977?
I see that up there. On June 6, 1933, eager motorists parked their automobiles on the grounds of a park in theaters. The first ever drive-in the movie theater located on Crescent Boulevard in Camden, New Jersey. Did you know that? Did you know that? Now you know that.
Now I know.
Park in theaters, the term drive-in came to be widely used only later. It was brainchild of Richard Halzenhead, a movie fan and sales manager at his father's company, Wiz Auto Products in Camden. Reportedly inspired by his mother's struggle to sit comfortably in a traditional movie seat theaters, he came with the idea of an open-air theater where patrons watch movies in the comfort of their own automobiles. He then experimented in the driveway of his own house with different projections, sound techniques, mounting a 1928 Kodak projector on the hood of the car. This is amazing. Did you know any of this stuff?
I don't know. You just kept like you were reading.
I am reading. I just opened it on my phone.
It just wasn't as engaging. Like, go on social media and do hashtag Fort Mason Flix, FLIX, PIX, PIX. You can see pictures.
You don't need to do that. They aren't paying me or sponsoring me.
You can do that.
So the Batman got halted again. Now with the Batman, we're jumping ships now. Robert Pattinson and all them, you know the movie that's coming out, or supposedly. DC's having financial crisis right now, so they're supposed to do this Batman Beyond. They're going to decide if they have the budget to do it. With the COVID-19 going on and filming going and stopping and going and stopping, this has ended up to millions and millions of dollars to take care of people, wait. Remember, they're unions, so you got to keep paying them so they'll come back and all the good stuff. It's costing DC studios a lot. And that's why Marvel's on a hold right now with everything they're doing. They've got all those movies in the can. So we don't know if we're going to see any continuations of any Batmans coming out with this one. Also, Robert Pattinson, the director of his new Batman movie, Matt Reeves, have allegedly had a falling out on the set. It started with Reeves demanding that Pattinson take more time to get in better shape to play the role. What do you think about that? He says he's not buff enough. He doesn't look strong enough.
When he showed his bare chest on the first Twilight movie, when he had all this diamond reflection, you're surprised?
No, I'm just listening to you.
You're just listening to me?
No, I'm listening about
this. You sound like you're bored.
No, I just...
This is not a relationship. This is a podcast.
Okay, listen.
Let's divorce our relationship from the show, and you can follow us on Instagram, Fort Mason Center.
I love talking about a man's chest open in a movie. That's just not my thing there.
Well, you got to broaden your audience.
All right, let's do this. We've got the movie starting in a few minutes. Let's
saying that. He wants to shut someone
we got 4 minutes for the movie to start. Let's go into a quick interview. I'm going to go to an old interview with Gilbert Gottfried, and then we're going to come right back. I'm going to ask you about something you do to your kids, and I've seen you do it before, and it's pretty sad that you do this, but we'll come back.
Me?
Oh, yeah.
You're saying I'm sad?
Well, I'll tell you.
I make people laugh.
Well, you made your kids cry. I'll explain in a second.
That's true.
Yes.
You're going to be on NBC's Last Comic Standing. You're getting roasted, and this is nothing new to you. You usually roast individuals. You're letting them do it to you. Why? Why are you letting them do this? Why?
Well, Last Comic Standing called me like the night before. It was like I was already ready to go to sleep, and they said, we need you to fly out to L.A. tomorrow to get roasted. And I said, I don't want to be roasted. And they said, we'll pay you for it. And I said, I can take it. I'm not that sensitive.
So the show's already pre-recorded. Be honest, because this is a contest show. Are they funny or no? Be honest, Gilbert. They're not funny, are they? I mean, and I'm not trying to dismiss the show like it's a stupid show or anything like that. The show's funny, and you guys should watch it. NBC's Last Comic Standing tonight, 10 o'clock. Are they funny, though?
Well, see, I'm a terrible person to ask, because after doing comedy for years, like practically my whole life, I watch comedians, and at very best, I can go, that was clever.
But are they funny? Be honest.
Yes.
Oh, they
what
do.
am I supposed to say? I'm plugging the show, for God's sake. And here's a segue.
Yeah,
And
go ahead.
what's also funny is my podcast, Gilbert Gottfried's amazing, colossal podcast.
I download
on
Gilbert. I download your podcast. It's on my iPhone. You and all of us listen to your podcast. But plug it. Plug your podcast. What is it?
Yes, you can hear it on gilbertgottfried.com, and you can subscribe to it on iTunes and Sideshow Network. .tv.
And you talk enough on your Facebook page. You're one of my friends on Facebook page. One of your millions of friends. I see you. You just recently did what is it? The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon. You went in and did played a villain or somebody, right? Am I right?
Yeah. I get hired for all these different voiceovers. It's like I don't even know what I'm doing half the time.
What are you talking about?
But that's the way my acting is. It's like any movie or TV show. My theory of acting is, will the other person shut up so I can do my line?
So when you do the voiceovers, and I know you get a lot of them, Gilbert, do you ever change the voice up, or do you use your regular voice all the time that women just love?
Yeah, because I narrated
War and
50
Peace?
Shades of Grey.
War and Peace, that's what you did.
Yes.
And so my kids love you. Are we going to be doing anything else with Disney? Anything at all?
I don't know. At this point, I'll be taking tickets at their theme parks.
But that's a good way to segue into getting something else to do. You're still at Disney World, right? Aren't you the main voice for the parrot at Disney World still? You did that a while back, right?
I did. I don't know if they still have it or they switched back to their old tiki room.
Are you sure? I thought you were there. I mean, that's the big rave.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it because you're like the big one over there. So they took you out, or are you still there?
I don't know. When I was there, they had me there, but I think at one point there was a fire at the tiki room. Maybe someone heard my voice and said fire to the place. And then they rebuilt it with their old annoying tiki room, where it's like a million birds going, it's a tiki room, it's a tiki room.
So did you actually have to sing that? Did you sing the damn song with them? Did you?
No, they gave me another song to sing.
Oh,
so
jeez.
back
Okay.
then, that tiki room was, if it's the old tiki room, it's about as exciting as the Hall of Presidents.
That's true.
Like parents punish their children by going, if you don't behave, I'm taking you to the Hall of Presidents.
All right. So what are you doing now? Are you going to be on tour soon? Any place?
Yeah, I'm all over the place. I'm touring, so you can also get my schedule on gilbertgottfried.com.
Okay, and make sure to download the podcast. Well, say that one more time, Gilbert. We want to make sure everybody gets the podcast.
Gilbert Gottfried's amazing, colossal podcast. Hear it on gilbertgottfried.com. Subscribe to it on iTunes or SideshowNetwork.tv.
Let's make sure that he surpasses Adam Carolla. We want to make sure you just destroy
yes, please.
Destroy Adam Carolla. We don't want Adam Carolla getting too many of all the podcast downloads. Okay, so any other cartoons, anything else besides? Oh, well, let me do this for NBC because they're going to get mad. Tonight, Gilbert Gottfried is going to be roasted on NBC's Last Comic Standing. Tonight, 10 o'clock. Make sure to watch it. It's got 6 comics roasting him. They paid him big money to do this because he's a huge celebrity for this. What are you doing next? Anything else going on with you besides this?
Nothing. Nothing at all. My career's over. I'm hoping they bring back Murder, She Wrote so I can do a guest appearance.
Or Diagnosis Murder. Either one works well, right?
Yes.
Diagnosis Murder. I'm surprised they combine those two shows together and do something, a spin-off show. With you, Gilbert Gottfried is the third, I don't know, agent or something.
They used to be all those shows where all those people you thought were dead would pop up.
Yeah. So Columbo's still alive then?
Yes. That's another thing. On my podcast, I interviewed Larry Storch from F Troop, who's 91.
Is he still around? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he's around. I interviewed Marty Allen from Allen and Rossi.
Where do you?
They were a comedy team. They were on the Ed Sullivan
Show.
Show.
Yeah.
followed the Beatles.
Oh my God! Do you know who you should get? Since you're putting people like that, you should get Larry. What is his name?